What's going on, you guys? It's Toby's Talk Show, and today we are back talking about Kemba Walker being or signing, I guess, with the Knicks, being bought out, and then signing with the Knicks. As a Knicks fan, I'm ecstatic. No, this is not like world-breaking news. This is not, oh my God, they are now contenders. But the Knicks desperately needed a point guard, and they finally got one. I was a little worried. I was, thinking someone like a Spencer Dinwiddie, maybe Lonzo. I know he was going to go to the Bulls and, kind of picked up steam as a few days before free agency. I was scared about Schroeder. I was scared about Reggie Jackson. And the Knicks somehow find a way. It seemed like they were going after Kendrick Nunn yesterday. Rose is a great point guard. But there was a reason why he was a sixth man of the year candidate. He was so good there, coming off the bench and just being that spark and being able to drop 20 every night with 7 assists, which he doesn't do, but pretty close to it, honestly, especially in the second half of the season last year. He's perfect for that backup guard. So the Knicks desperately needed a point guard with Elfrid Payton obviously not returning, and they got one here with Kemba Walker. Looking at Kendrick Nunn yesterday, he decided to go to the Lakers. And then I guess Leon Rose was like, all right, we got to look somewhere else. How about, we talked to the Thunder. Maybe they buy Kemba out. It doesn't make sense. He's not going to be there. They just drafted Josh Giddey. They have Theo Maledon. It made sense for, Kemba to be bought out and, take his talents elsewhere. And it looks like he chose home, which is awesome. I'm a Knicks fan. I can't wait. I said I'm a Knicks fan already, but I'm just so excited. Kemba Walker coming back to New York. If you didn't know, grew up in the Bronx, which is in New York, played in Harlem, which is also in New York, and then went to school in UConn. You know the rest. Cardiac Kemba, and then went to the NBA, went to the Charlotte Celtics, Thunder, I guess, and now he's in New York, and it's great. Last year, the Knicks point guard was Elfrid Payton, one of the worst in the league. So honestly, anything is better than that. That's what I'm just happy about. We got a replacement, and the Knicks are a team where the last 20 years, our best point guard has probably been Stephon Marbury for a year or Raymond Felton. And Stephon Marbury is good, but trust me, we it's tough as a Knicks fan with these point guards. We have not had a really good point guard in a while, since Mark Jackson, which is pretty much like in the late 80s. And we finally got someone that could be a good point guard. I'm not expecting Kemba to, I think we all know that his knees are, wearing down. They're getting weaker and weaker, and that's just what happens with age. And some people, have continuous injuries with with their knees, and it sucks. Kemba could still be a very solid player in this league. I'm not expecting him to be an all-star. I'm not saying, oh, the Knicks just signed Kemba Walker. We're going to be the 3 seed, the 4 seed. No, the Knicks have a very solid all-around team. When you look at their team compared to other teams in the East and just in the league, the top teams are going to have much better starting lineups, just because they have more star power, obviously. But then our benches, the Knicks are going to have a much better bench than most teams in the league. We had one of the best benches in the league last year. We basically brought back the same bench. You're going to look at a lineup of Kemba Walker, Fournier, RJ, Randall, Mitch, and your bench is going to be most likely it's going to be a 10-man. So you're going to have Rose, Quickly, Burks, Obi Toppin, and Noel off the bench. And if you look at the team last year, that was the 4 seed. And obviously there were a lot of different things. The Heat weren't as good. They'll be better than us most likely. The Bulls might be better than us most likely. But at the end of the day, you're basically replacing Elfrid Payton, who's the worst point guard in not the worst starting point guard, might be the worst point guard that played last year. And then you're replacing him with Kemba, which is great. It's a high risk, low, you're not. Sorry, it's a low risk, high reward situation. And then you're replacing Evan Fournier with Bullock. That's a steal. You improved as a team. Mitch is back healthy. The young guys are only getting better. So the Knicks are going to be a good team next year. And $8 million for Kemba Walker is an absolute steal. At the end of the day, if he gets hurt, you're basically back to the same team that most people thought you were going to have. Maybe you were going to get like a nice little point guard option. Maybe you're somehow going to get Reggie Jackson or something. But, Kemba Walker, he gets hurt. You could put Rose back in the starting lineup, and you could play Quickly and McBride, the rookie that the Knicks just drafted, or something like that. Figure it out. But, again, it's a low risk, high reward situation. For $8 million, nothing. If we traded for his contract, then I would be a little mad because you have to trade assets to get rid of it. But getting him for free for $8 million, I can't complain. I'm very happy. The Knicks, I thought, we were looking towards like a 7 to 9 seed without Kemba. Now I could say that he could probably win us a few games, bring us to that 6 to 7 to 8 seed mark, maybe even the 5 seed if we're lucky. We have a good team. I'm excited as a Knicks fan. Leon Rose knows what he's doing. I was a little upset there. I didn't think we had a good free agency. I thought we really needed a point guard. We didn't even try to look. And I don't think Kemba Walker is, the answer forever, the answer for the next 5 years. But this year, maybe next year, I think he could be the answer. And that's all that matters. You could figure out the rest later. The Knicks, I'm excited. I can't wait. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great rest of your day, guys. Bye.